Hello dear students, today we discuss about the vector analysis. Vector analysis is the most important tools for the electromagnetic field theory. Basically, vector analysis is a mathematical shorthand which greatly facilitates the analysis of electric and magnetic field. We have the various quantities which are involved in the study of electromagnetics engineering, which can be classified as first one is scalar, second is vector. The scalar is a quantity whose value may be represented by a single number which may be positive or negative. The direction is not at all required in describing a scalar. In dear students, we also explore in other words the scalar. A scalar is a quantity which is consist only magnitude, like that temperature, mass, volume, density, speed, electric charge are the examples of scalar quantity. Vector is a quantity which has both like magnitude and specific direction in space is called a vector. Force, velocity, displacement, electric field intensity, magnetic field intensity, acceleration, these are the examples of vector. Dear guys, you are all familiar about the basic laws of vector algebra from the earlier mathematics and physics subjects. But now we explain these rules for your revision. Let us consider a vector A which can be written in terms of Cartesian unit vector Ax, Ay and Az. You can see here the vector A equal to Ax, unit vector Ax, Ay, unit vector Ay plus Az, unit vector Az. In this equation, you can see this the first part which is mentioned by the capital words. This is indicate the magnitude of the vector in the direction of x. Similarly, the small words vector unit vector Ax is represent the directions. Similarly, for the y components and z components. In linear algebra, unit vector Ax, Ay, Az are known as basis vector, which each having unit length. The length of vector A can be determined with the help of this expression. Capital A equal to under root Ax square plus Ay square plus Az square. Dear students, unit vector of any vector is an important tool for the analysis of field problems. We also explain the unit vector, basically the ratio of vector A to the magnitude of vector A is called as unit vector. So from this expression you calculate the unit vector of any given vector A, B or C, which you have the vector. In the first picture shows the base vectors. This is y component, z component and x component. Similarly, component of A in picture B, you have seen that there is mention the component of Ay, Az and Ax. This is AR. AR means resultant of vector A, resultant of combination of all components like of x direction, y direction and z direction. Dear students, all of you are very familiar to the vector addition and subtraction, multiplication and division, because all of these you have studied in the mathematics and physics in 12th classes or BTech first year. So now here we we explain for your revision. Suppose we have the vector, we have two vector A and vector B. So we can write in terms of direction vector A equal to Ax unit vector Ax plus Ay unit vector Ay, Az unit vector Az. Similarly, for the vector B can be written as Bx unit vector Ax plus By unit vector Ay, Bz unit vector Bz. After addition of two vector like that, vector A and vector B, we have got third vector C. So vector C is the resultant of two vector. Vector C equal to vector A plus vector B, and in this expressions you can see the addition of the both vectors. So vector C equal to Ax plus Bx unit vector Ax plus Ay plus By unit vector Ay, Az plus Bz unit vector Az. Similarly, for the vector subtractions, after subtract the vector B from vector A, then the new vector will be created. That vector will be vector D. So vector D equal to Ax minus Bx unit vector Ax plus Ay minus By unit vector Ay plus Az minus Bz unit vector Az. Dear students, position and distance vector is very important for the analysis of any vectors. So here in this picture you can see the pictorial of the vectors r1 and r2. Please see here, this is a vector r and this is vector r2. Vector r1 and vector r2 is start from the origin O, and please see here, this is a point P1 and this is point P2. The resultant of this vector is r1 and r2. R1, R2. This is a point P, and the coordinates of the position point P1 is x1, y1, z1, and the coordinate of point P2 x2, y2, z2. From the previous picture, we can write the resultant of two vectors Ri, OP vector OPI is equal to Axi unit vector Ax plus Yi unit vector Ay plus Zi unit vector Az, where Xi, Yi and Zi corresponding to the point Pi, Xi, Yi and Zi. The distance between 2 points is represented by D or magnitude or Rij. So on the behalf of these vectors, we can write the expression for distance vector D equal to xj minus xy square plus yj minus yi square plus zj minus zi square. This is a distance vector. And Ri, please see here, Ri and OPI, this is the position vector. Now we explain vector multiplication. Vector multiplication takes the form, first one is scalar multiplied by vector. Then the new scalar quantity, new vector quantity will be created, and we can given the name like that B. So B equal to K. Basically we also explore that element by element and multiply by K. Second is scalar product or dot product. Suppose we have the vector A and B. Now taking the dot product of these two vectors, then we will get vector AB cos theta AB, where cos theta AB is the angle between the vectors A and B. Not here, this is the most important point, and we also explore that A cos theta AB is the component of A along B, and similarly B cos theta AB is the component of B which along to the A. The scalar product, after doing the scalar product or dot product, we get the scalar quantity, but for the vector product or cross product, the new quantity will be created as a vector quantity. Suppose here you can see here, this is a vector A and vector B, taking the cross product of these vectors. So here vector n is basically the represent the unit vector AB sin theta AB. And also you can see in the pictures, this is a vector A, vector B, vector A and vector B. This is the directions of cross product. Dear students, now we start the important topic, coordinate system. Coordinate system, which is very important points, or you can say topic, is very important topic, because coordinate system are three types. First one is Cartesian and or rectangular system, cylindrical system, spherical system. But one thing, what is the requirement of the coordinate system? Why I studied about the coordinate system? Dear students, with the help of coordinate system, we can analyze the various type of symmetry. Now we start one by one the coordinate system. First of all, we discuss the Cartesian, rectangular system. This system has three coordinate axes which represented by x, y and z. Let us draw on the paper. First of all, draw in the direction of y. This is z, x, and this is z. These three vectors are mutually connected and at right angles between the x and y. This angle is 90 degree. Between z and y, this is also 90 degree. Similarly, x and z, this is also 90 degree. These three axes intersect at a common point which is called origin O. This is the point origin. There are the two types of the systems. First one is right-handed. Right-handed system. Second is left-handed system. The right-handed system means if x-axis is rotated towards y, like that, this is right-handed system. Here basically again explain what is the meaning of right-handed system. Right-handed system means the rotation from x-axis to y, y to z, z to x. So this system is called as left-handed system. Right-handed system. Similarly, for the left-hand system, if the direction of the rotation of y to the x, x to the z, z to the y, then it is called left-hand system. The Cartesian coordinate is also understand with the help of right hand. In the right hand, the thumb indicate the x-axis, forefinger indicate the y, and middle finger indicate the z-axis. When three figures are held mutually perpendicular to the each. Dear students, there are the three planes in the Cartesian system. first system is x equal to 0, x equal to 0 plane, x equal to 0 plane, y equal to 0 plane, z equal to 0 plane. These are the three planes. These are three planes. We can give the other name to the x equal to 0. X equal to 0 plane means basically this is x equal to 0 plane. X equal to 0. This is z equal to 0 and this is y equal to 0. The other name for the x equal to 0 plane means zy plane. Yeah, yz plane. This is xy plane. XY plane, XZ plane. Understand? So in the Cartesian system there are the three planes. First one is x equal to 0 plane or yz plane, y equal to 0 plane or xz plane. Similarly z equal to 0 plane or xy plane. Dear students, now we discuss these three planes one by one. First of all, this is Cartesian system. This is x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So first of all, this is x equal to, you can say x equal to 0 plane, या x equal to constant plane, या yz plane. ठीक है, या we can say the x constant plane parallel to yz plane. Second plane is, please see here, z, y and x. So this plane, draw this plane which is parallel to xy plane. So here you can give the name z equal to constant plane parallel to xy. Similarly, plane, dear students, this is the third plane which is parallel to xy plane. Sorry, this is parallel to xz plane, and this plane is y constant plane, या y equal to 0 plane. Constant plane parallel to xz plane. These three planes are very important to study about the Cartesian coordinate. First one is, again we explain for the three planes. First one is x as x constant plane. X constant plane means basically this plane is parallel to yz plane. Second is z constant plane which is parallel to xy, and similarly the third plane is y constant plane, and y constant plane parallel to xz plane. So this is the most important. Now another important is direction. What will be the direction of these planes? Suppose see the first plane, x constant plane, x0 plane, yeah. So then what is the direction of this plane? Always remember this, the direction of any plane is perpendicular to the plane. Okay, it is clear that clear in mind कि first of all what is the, how to decide the direction of the plane. The direction of the plane of any plane is perpendicular to the plane. Now mention the direction of the x constant plane. Now we discuss about the distance vector. Distance vector. distance vector. First of all, draw the Cartesian coordinate in the three dimensional. The mention here, this is y, x and z. Consider 2 points in any planes. So here we consider the two points in zy plane or x equal to 0 plane. So this point P, this point Q. The coordinate of point P is x1, y1, z1. Similarly, we consider the coordinates of the point Q is x2, y2, z2. So then join 2 points with the help of any lines. Then the distance between P and Q, this is called distance vector. So here we can mention distance vector PQ. Now on the behalf of Cartesian coordinate of P and Q, we can write vector P equal to x1 unit vector ax plus y1 unit vector ay plus z1 unit vector az. Similarly, for Q vector is x2 unit vector ax plus y2 unit vector ay plus z2 unit vector az. Then the distance or displacement from P to Q is represented by a distance vector, and we can mention, we can write the vector PQ equal to vector Q minus vector P. So in terms of coordinates we can write the distance vector equal to x2 minus x1 unit vector ax plus y2 minus y1 unit vector ay. Similarly, z2 minus z1 unit vector az. This is a vector distance, this equation represents the distance vector. Yeah, we can give other name like separation vector. Distance vector is called as separation vector. The now if you want to calculate, you want to determine the magnitude of separation vector or distance vector, then here write the expression for the magnitude of distance vector. Under root x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square plus z2 minus z1 square. So with the help of this expression you can determine the magnitude of distance vector which are generated by the two vectors. Let us do one examples. Example 1, obtain the unit vector in the direction from the origin towards the point P, which coordinates point is 3, minus 3 and minus 2. So then the point of solution, do solution G. Yes, basically to determine the vector, first of all read these questions obtain the unit vector in the direction from the origin towards the point P. That means first of all consider the origin and its coordinate. So here we consider O point is the origin, which point is 0 0 0, and another point is P, which point is -3 3 and -2. Now first of all, to solve any problem like that, determine the vector between given points. So here on the behalf of given point, the vector is represented OP equal to, basically this is x1 y1 z1, we can assume it, and here this is x2 y2 and z2. So on the behalf of these points, we can write the expression for the distance vector 3 minus 0 unit vector Ax plus -3 minus 0 unit vector Ay plus -2 minus 0 unit vector Az. After solving, 3 unit vector x minus 3 unit vector Ay plus minus 2 unit vector Az. Now this is equation 1, and calculate its magnitude. Magnitude is under root 3 square plus 3 square plus 2 square. Now the resultant of this 4.6904. Hence the unit vector along the direction OP is unit vector OP equal to vector OP upon its magnitude. So here mention 3 unit vector Ax minus 3 unit vector Ay minus 2 unit vector Az, and divide by its magnitude like that 4.6904. Now this is the final expression of the unit vector is 0.6396 unit vector Ax minus 0.6396 unit vector Ay minus 0.4264 unit vector Z. So dear students, this is the final expression for the unit vector. Now we take the another examples for determine the unit vector. So this is example 2. Example 2, and you get 2 points A, which point is 2 2 1, and another point B, which point is 3 minus 4 2 are given in the Cartesian system. Obtain the vector from A to B and a unit vector directed from A to B. Now we are doing the solution of this question. First of all, write the expression for the vector A. So on the behalf of these points, we can write the vector A, 2 unit vector Ax plus 2 unit vector Ay plus Az unit vector. Similarly, for point B, the vector is 3 unit vector Ax minus 4 unit vector Ay plus 2 unit vector Az. Okay. On the behalf of vector A and B, we can write the distance vector AB. AB means basically here mentioned A to B. A to B means the distance vector B minus A. Okay. So then 3 minus 2 unit vector Ax plus minus 4 minus 2 unit vector Ay plus 2 minus 1 unit vector Az. Solve this. तो 3 minus 2 1 यानी कि only Ax minus 6 Ay plus Az. This is a vector AB. This is the final expressions. Now calculate the magnitude of this vector AB. Then it is under root 1 square plus 6 square plus 1 square equal to 6.1644. Again, now we want to calculate the unit vector. The unit vector of vector AB is vector A upon magnitude of vector A. This is the expression of unit vector. So now put the value of vector AB, unit vector Ax minus 6 Ay plus Az, and now divide by the magnitude of this vector 6.1644. Finally solve again, simplify this. Unit vector AB equal to 0.1622 unit vector Ax minus 0.9733 unit vector Ay plus 0.1622 unit vector Az. This is the expression for unit vector. Okay. Thank you, dear friends. If you have any problem, so you can call me, or you can put your question, put your queries in the on the group of the WhatsApp or through the Google class. Okay, thank you, friends. Tomorrow we discuss differential elements in Cartesian coordinate system, area, volume, etc. And cylindrical coordinate system will be explained in the next lecture. Okay, thank you.